Well, good evening everybody. It's Tarot Tuesday again. The Tuesdays come round really quick for me. So good evening everybody. Hope you've had a great weekend. Hello Anne, welcome online. Mason Evans, Debbie White, Dana, good evening. Jack Ward, good evening. Thanks for coming online. There's been loads of people that have shared my video this morning throughout the day. So I'm going to endeavour to work through everybody that comes online. Evening Judy, evening Natalie, evening Amy, Kylie Williams, good evening to you. Jamie Evans, how are you in Frome? I believe, Jamie, I think it's your wife's birthday tonight, if I'm right. Kim, good evening, happy birthday. If it is your birthday this evening, I think it is. I'm not sure for definite. But hi Sam Barfoot. Hi Sean, Jody, Cooper, how are you this evening? Thanks for all the shares throughout the day, everybody. Mason, good evening. I'm really well, thank you. Thanks very much. It's been a busy week last week. Yeah, it is. Okay, so happy birthday. So everybody that's online this evening, if you wouldn't mind wishing Kim Louise Evans a happy birthday, that would be fabulous. I don't know how, well, we better not ask how old you are, Kim. That's rude. We're not allowed to ask ladies their ages, of course. But anybody who would like to wish her a happy birthday, please do. Hello, Deborah. Susan Sudworth. Hi, how are you? Well, this evening, I'm going to endeavour to go through everybody that's shared throughout the day. But as I said, there is a lot of people that have shared today. I will do my best. We'll be on for about an hour and a quarter or so. And then at the end of everybody, all the people that have shared throughout the day, at the end of that, I will endeavour to do a few people that come on that are new to tarot, don't know exactly what we do. And haven't come on before, so we will be doing that as well. Sean Billy Bumble Holland, good evening to you. Thank you for that happy birthday, Suzanne. Thank you for your wishes to Kim, and thank you for that as well. Natalie, thank you so much as well. Who else? Judy, absolutely. Amy, thank you very much. You're welcome, Kim. Happy birthday to you. So without further ado, I think we'll start to have a look at readings. If you wouldn't mind, and you'd be so kind as to share absolutely everything that is going on right now. So if you could share this video event live, that would be really, really great. When you share it, if you can share it to public, that would be really appreciated, because then it goes out to the world and then everybody can see what we're up to and what we're doing. And we'll wait until we get a few more numbers on. And Gemma Rose is going to be the first person that, thank you for all those likes, everybody, and all those shares. Barty, if that's you doing all those loves, thanks very much, Barty, much appreciated. So Gemma Rose is going to be the first person that we look at with respect to a message from Tarot for the day. And then after that, it's going to be Anne Tall, Kelly Mounty, Sue Olden, Nicola Cameron, Sam Witherington, Laura Burton Sherrod, Anna Reid, Wendy Walton, Rose Parsons. That's the order that we're going to work to. For anybody that's come on right now and they're wondering if they're going to get a reading, well, if you've been kind enough to share my post this morning at 7:15 and you've shared throughout the day and you've commented in the comment section below the video shared, that's the list I'm working from. Every week people say to me, have I done it right? Have I done it wrong? Am I too late? Am I too early? Well, this is the video we're doing right now, and you do need to share that to public so we get more people on. But the video that you need to share to, be in the list of people that potentially will get, and I say potentially because not last week, the week before that, people were messaging me on Thursday or Friday saying, could I give them a card reading? Well, no, sorry, I can only do it on Tuesday nights. I can't do it Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Otherwise, we'll be doing this every day of the week. I don't mind Tuesday nights, so that's fine. So share the post throughout the day on a Tuesday, and then we will look at the cards. So Gemma Rose was the first person this morning. Well done, Gemma. What time was that? Blimey, you were up early. It was about 7:16, and the post went live at 7:15. So you're up pretty early. So Gemma Rose, this is for you. If you've got any questions, anybody throughout the evening, you're very welcome to post them online, and I will try to answer them. Sometimes I can't see the messages because they take a little while to come up. So yeah, absolutely. So here we go. So Gemma Rose, this is for you. Gemma, the cards say you are star blessed. You know the star is star blessed. It says you have a guardian angel. That guardian angel has been with you from the point of birth and will remain with you until the point of death. Doesn't mean life's easy or has been easy up until now, but it does say, and also it doesn't mean life's easy going forward, but what it does say is if you falter, if you fall, you come to a situation in life you can't quite deal with, your guardian angel will always catch you. They'll prop you up and push you back out on that pathway of life. And Tall, so Anne, this is for you. And there is a link between you, children and money. Okay, now often this can be when you have children in your life, and I don't think anybody has children that don't cost them a little bit of an arm and a leg, but there is a link between you, children and money. Sometimes it's when you've got children directly costing you money, or there's a link between you and charitable organisations or children-like people. So it can be a link with children, elderly, disabled, that kind of link. Sometimes this card comes up for people that work in care because they're looking after children like people, or it can be for people that work for charities or in schools, that type of thing. So that's what that comes up for. Kelly Mounty, if you're online, let me know if you're online, by the way. It's nice to know you're there. And if you can share, if you've just come on, please share to public so that this live event goes out to public. Well, Kelly, the card is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card that says that actually you're quite traditional, not old-fashioned, but it says you've got ethics and values. And it says if there is anybody trying to lead you astray right now, take you down any garden path you don't want to go down, this card says don't be led astray. Stick to your ethics and values because they're good. The other thing with respect to this card is it often indicates that there is spirit around you. When this card comes up in a full reading, it is an indication that there is spirit there to give you guidance and advice. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you, Katie, for your wishes. To Kim. Who else has just come on? Amy Weeks. Amy, I think the signal's pretty good here. So probably that's your signal rather than mine. Thanks, everybody, for sharing. Sue Olden, if you're on, let me know you're online. That will be fabulous. The signal's pretty good here, so probably that's your signal rather than mine. Okay, Sue, this is for you. You're welcome, Kelly. So this is Sue Olden. Sue Olden. The card says, I mean, it's the Lover's card. I don't know if anybody watched the James Bond film, but the Lover's card is not about relationships. Watch the film Live and Let Die because that's quite interesting, but it isn't about relationships, and don't believe what they tell you on Live and Let Die. James Bond is, it's not quite as it should be. It's given us a bit of bad press, us tarot readers, Live and Let Die, but there you go, not to worry. The Lover's card says, for you, Sue, there is what would be considered to be a major emotional choice for you to make. It's a little bit like you will find, if you're not currently, you will feel torn down the middle like a piece of elastic being pulled from left to right, backwards and forwards, torn between two people or situations or circumstances. This card has no time limit on it, so it says there is a major emotional choice for you to make, but there is no time limit on the cards. I often say it's like juggling two balls. If you're a good juggler, you can keep the balls in the air until you're ready to make that choice. I wish you the best of luck. That was Sue Olden. Nicola Cameron, if you're on, please let me know. Okay, Nicola Cameron, this is for you. Nicola, this card indicates that there will be invitations to celebrations and parties, and I don't mean Christmas, New Year. There is something coming up in the new year, I would suggest, and this is more than likely weddings, christenings, that type of thing, family get-togethers, those kind of parties. I don't mean your Christmas and your New Year parties, but there certainly is invitations just around the corner for you. Okay, Sam Witherington, if you could let me know you're online, that'd be great. Sam, this is for you. Thank you for all the loves and the likes and the shares, by the way, everybody. Much appreciated. And if you've just come online right now, please share the event that we're doing right now. Please share to public and more people can see what we're up to. That'd be really, really appreciated. So, Sam Witherington, this card says there are new beginnings and opportunities around you right now, and now is a good time for change. The Magician says, you know, even though you feel like you may need to put your neck out or stick your neck out to do something new, and I'm talking about jobs, relationships, moves of house, it can be things like that, not necessarily, but it's all about change. When the Magician comes up for you, it is a good time to make changes. It says you've got all the tools on the table to make magic, to make things happen in your life. Like the Magician, you can make magic, but you have to put the effort in. I wish you the best of luck. Laura Burton Sherrod. Laura, this is for you. Sam, if you have just missed that, if you've just missed that because of the signal or the internet connection, you might have to watch the replay of it, I'm afraid. But I've just read for you. So, Laura Burton Sherrod. The card says to me, Laura, it talks about you. Queen of Cups is a compassionate, loving lady, somebody that gives a lot of love in relationships and emotionally. Certainly this card is an indication that you are a humanitarian in your own right. I wouldn't be surprised if you care or have ever been involved in care, that type of thing. But when this card comes up, one thing it does say is it says, actually, if you feel you've given love to somebody in the past and the love that you gave out didn't come back equally, the card says there is the potential for new relationships or new love from a different stream or different source. So new relationships if you find yourself in that situation. I wish you the best of luck. And Anna Reid, if you're online, please let me know. Good evening, Nancy. Thank you for coming to see me the other day in Weymouth. No cup of tea this evening, Jamie. No cup of tea. I'll probably get one later on. Anna, the card indicates potentially a move of house. Now, I don't want you to be overly concerned that it's definitely you, but the card indicates either you or somebody around you is likely to move. Now, this can be 3 months either side of today. So if you don't want to move, don't worry. There will be somebody around you that's moving, and this is a solid, happy move. This is a move where whoever it is, whether it's you or someone around you, the likelihood is that they will move and live there for some time to come. It's a solid, happy move of house. A very positive one, in fact. Wendy Walton. Wendy, if you're online, please let me know. Am I still breaking up? Oh, sorry about that. I don't know why the internet signal earlier on. My 4th week in a row on here, really enjoy it. It is becoming something I look forward to. Thank you, Sam Witherington. You're very welcome. Maxine Brown, if you've just come online, I see you have. Thank you for coming online to view Tarot Tuesday. You're welcome. Come online. So Wendy Walton, this is for you. Wendy, the Chariot card indicates hard work over the next 12 months. When the Chariot comes up, the card is indicating 1 victory, but 2 hard work over the next 12 months. And at times, the likelihood is when you're involved in work, it can be life, of course, but it says that actually at times it will feel like it's all a little bit too much over the next 12 months. But perseverance is necessary to have victory at the end of the next 12 months. So whilst you're working hard over the next 12 months, it is important to see it through, and then you have victory at the end. Rose Parsons, if you're online, please let me know. Hi to all those new people that have just come on. You can hear me crystal clear. Thank you very much, Katie, for letting me know. That's really great. Sometimes the sound's not that good, but this evening looks as though it is. Hi, Pearl. How are you? Hi, Lauren. Good to see you. So Rose Parsons, this is a card for you, Rose. Well, Rose, this card indicates that really it's a time where you can't quite see light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know if you took note of the picture of the card, but this is a lady with a blindfold on, and also she has bands around her middle, Rose. Now, this is an indication that you can't see the wood for the trees with something that's going on in your life right now. This is not long term. When this card comes up, it says, yeah, you can't quite see light at the end of the tunnel right now, but the blindfold that is on the lady on the card actually is released or it falls off, and also the bands around the middle, which cause frustration and impatience actually, are released. So maybe you can't quite see light at the end of the tunnel right now, but certainly over a 2 to 3 month period it will become clear. I wish you the best. Lauren Hunt. Lauren, if you're on, please let me know. Lauren, this card indicates, the Hermit indicates that you're doing a bit of a soul-searching exercise at the moment, Lauren. I wouldn't be surprised if you're looking at things of the past, wondering if you are where you're meant to be and is life as it's meant to be. Are you with the right person in life? Are you in the right job? Are you living in the right location? Well, this card indicates that actually, although you may be looking at things and wondering whether things are as they are meant to be, and in fact, the card indicates that you may be beating yourself up a little bit doing this soul-searching exercise. Well, whilst you do that, you must realise the fact that actually where you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be, Lauren. The card indicates you could have done things 100 times different. You'd be exactly where you are right now. Now, whether you like that or not is another thing, but don't beat yourself up about things of the past. You can't change that. The card also indicates that things that have worked out for you in the past, you'll be saying, well, I'll do that again. But the things that haven't quite worked for you in the past, and we've all made mistakes, I'm sure you have, like I have, and the cards indicate you will not make the same mistakes in the future as you made in the past. Welcome everybody, anybody who's just come online now. There's a few people just coming online that I haven't seen earlier. Thank you so much for coming online. I'd really appreciate it if you could share to public so that lots more people come online and see what we do on a Tarot Tuesday. So Kerry Rose. Now Kerry, I am coming to do a tarot party with you. Thank you for booking. I can't remember the date of it, but I've got it in my calendar, so I'm looking forward to seeing yourself and all your friends. If anybody else would like a tarot party, just contact me, private message me on Facebook, give me some dates in mind that you have for a tarot party, and I'm happy to go pretty much anywhere. If you're within 10 miles of Wimborne in Dorset, that's ideal. If you're outside of that area, I am a bit insistent on it being 6 people or more because of the travel and the time it takes me to get there. But just to give you an example, I was in Bath last week. I was north of Salisbury the week before. So if you would like a tarot party, just let me know. Private message me. So Kerry, well, the card says, you know, the sun card means the sun is shining for you. So you should be feeling fairly happy at the moment right now. But this card says, you know what, the sun shines out of you and it shines over everybody that's around you. Saying actually, I'm reminding you that actually when this card comes up, you should be feeling happy. But not only that, your happiness shines over everybody around you. But it also suggests that if you don't have everything in life that you want right now, this card suggests you will get what you wish for in the future. I wish you the best of luck and see you soon. Natalie Mylar, thanks for coming on. Thanks for sharing as usual. Hope you're well. Hope you sorted out some of those issues from last week. Well, the cards are indicating strength of character here. You know, the Emperor comes up for you. I'm not sure if this card has come up for you in the past, but this is an indication that you are one of those people that is best working under their own steam, on their own devices. Often self-employment is something that is suggested when this card comes up to the person I'm reading for. It does say you're a bit of a free spirit. There is an indication that you are better when people aren't telling you what to do. Certainly when you're in a role working for yourself or under your own steam, that's better. If not that, and I know what you do, but we won't mention that to everybody, but certainly in a managerial or a supervisory role is best suited to you. Being a free spirit, it also means you like to have a say in what goes on in the world. When this card comes up in a full reading for anybody, this is straight victory. So I know there were a few issues that we were looking at last week in your single card on a Tuesday. Well, this is straight victory. So rest assured, whatever is going on in your life right now, Natalie, you can deal with it. You can sort it out. Straight victory is there. I wish you the best of luck. Susan Sudworth, how are you this evening? This card is for you. Susan, it says there's opportunities of work. You know, the wands, the Ace of Wands, the 1 and the 2, the 1, 2 and 3 of Wands are all about work opportunities, but this is work and acceptance, or likely acceptance, Susan. It doesn't mean you've applied for anything necessarily, but often it is the case. And when this card, the number 3 of Wands, comes up, it's likely that you would consider it. But I always say with work opportunities or business opportunities, and that depends on whether you are employed or self-employed, or you would consider either. This card says it has to tick all the boxes. You know, there's no point going hundreds of miles to do a job if it doesn't pay the right money or if it doesn't fit in with your life balance. Certainly this card says if work opportunities are around you right now or something comes up in the next few weeks, consider it, but make sure it ticks all the boxes. If it does, it will grow into something better. If not, don't consider it. It's not worth it. Debbie White, if you're online, please let me know. Good evening, Caroline Davenport. Hi, how are you? Natalie, you're very, very welcome. You always forget to share, Mason. Well, you need to set your alarm clock for 7:30 or 7:15 on a Tuesday morning. Come online and share, and then you'll definitely be in the list for people that are likely to get a card of the day or a message of the day from Tarot. Debbie White, if this is for you. Good evening, Christine. You're welcome. Hello, how are you? Christine, if you're waiting, sorry, not Christine, I'm getting confused. Debbie White. Debbie, this is the card for you. The card says if you're waiting to hear about something, you will get the news you wish for. This is the Page of Wands, and a lot of people say, well, the pages are often children. Well, not the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is good news or hearing about something that you're waiting to hear about. I wish you the best of luck. Louise Courage, if you're online, please let me know. Louise, the card is saying right now, this is intuition, by the way. This is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about intuition and inner wisdom. It says right now, whatever logic says, whatever reason says, and what everybody else is trying to tell you to do, it says, you know what? Trust in your own intuition, and then over the next couple of months, you won't go far wrong. It's all about intuition. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. This card says actually you have hunches and gut feelings about people, situations and circumstances. It's important right now to believe in what you believe in. Okay, so Nizelle, are you online this evening? Please let me know, and thanks very much for all your shares. I really appreciate it. I know you share lots of my posts. Thank you so much. Nizelle, this card is about inheritance. Now, this is not the prediction of death. A lot of people worry about the death card in tarot and also about the inheritance card. The inheritance card is not a prediction that anybody is going to die, not you or anybody around you. This is a prediction, or what it says in the cards, actually somebody is looking to put you in a will to inherit in the future. Doesn't say what it would be, I'm afraid. Could be an old piece of crockery, you put it on eBay maybe, or it can be jewellery, can be cash, can be a house or a share in something, but you are in somebody's will to inherit in the future. The reason they put you in the will is because they want you to remember them by how you remember them right now. I wish you the best of luck. Lisa Roberts, if you're online, please let me know. Millie, good evening, and hi, Jackie Saul. Jackie, I don't think you shared. You didn't type shared in the comment section, but I know you did, Millie. I'll try and remember later, because I know Millie's in the list, and I will try and pull a card. Well, definitely pull a card for Millie. Jackie, if I don't pull a card for you, just remind me. Last week, I can tell you that your card, whether you watched the video uploaded or not, the card that I pulled for you last week said you will be signing some legal documentation that you will be happy to sign. Contracts, tenancy agreements, things like that, or something legally that you'll be happy to sign. I don't know if you missed it last week, but I thought I'd remind you. Okay, who are we? Lisa Roberts. Yeah, Lisa. Let me know if you're on. That'd be great. Lisa, there's a stubborn man here, certainly between the ages of 20 and 40. The knights are normally younger men. I always say 20 to 40. Older men, the kings, over 40. This man looks as though he's stubborn. Once he's made his mind up, difficult to get him to change his mind. They dig their heels in. Really difficult to get them to change their mind. The other thing with respect to these men, or this man, is that often they can be a bit heavy-handed with their words. They'll often say things out of character, upset people around them without even having an inclination that they've actually done so. They're also jealous. In relationships, they like to know where their partners are. So if this is a partner or a lover or a boyfriend, then the likelihood is he likes to know where you are. They're a little bit slow as well, often not slow in the mind, but slow to get around to doing things. They tend to do things in their own time when they get round to it. I wish you the best of luck. Amy Weeks, if you're on, let me know. Well, Amy, it says there's a difficult patch in a relationship here. This is the Five of Cups. I'll show you the picture again. If you notice the picture on the card, often you can see there's 3 cups on one side and 2 cups on the other side. Well, this indicates that there is a relationship where there's not quite as much love as there was previously. When there's 3 cups on their side, it means the love's fallen out of those cups. And it's a time for you to reflect on whether or not you're prepared to accept this person in your life as they are. Better the devil you know sometimes, but it does say that there's not quite as much love in that relationship as there was previously. I can tell you that this other person is unlikely to want things to change. They would like to stay in this relationship with you. It doesn't mean it's a lover necessarily, by the way. A lot of people jump to the conclusion that it is a lover, but it doesn't always have to be so. It can be a brother, it can be a sister, but they're not going to change. Like a leopard doesn't change their spots. If they've got bad traits or habits that you don't like, something about them that's not right, they're always going to be the same. Ultimately, it's your choice. If the love's not enough and you decide it's not enough, then ultimately the choice is yours to carry on or not. Up to you. I wish you the best of luck. Shirley Hughes, let me know you're online. Who else is Lonely Precious? Welcome. Lisa Roberts, welcome. Judy Portlock, hello, how are you? Who else have we not said hello to? Katie Boating, thank you for sharing. Caroline Devonport, who else has just come online? Thanks very much for commenting, much appreciated. So Shirley Hughes, this is a card for you. Shirley, it says, you know what, this is the wish card actually. The thing with this card is that it's all very well if you're with me, because you can put your hand on the card and make a wish. Unfortunately, you can't make a wish if you're not here with me, so I'm going to pull another card for you, and it says that there is some money owed to you. Shirley, there is some money owed to you, and in your God-given right you feel that this money is due to you. I can tell you it looks as though certainly you're likely to receive that money, and you will say to yourself, do you know what, I'm owed that money anyway. The best of luck. Tracy Gauntlet Turner, if you're online, please let me know. Hello Anne-Marie, you're welcome. Amy Weeks, you're welcome. Lonnie, you're welcome as well. Debbie, good that you're back online. So this is for Tracy Gauntlet Turner. Card is for you. If you just come online, I know I repeat myself, but of course people will come sort of drop in and drop out of Tarot Tuesday. If you just come online, please share the video to public that we're doing right now. That'd be really great, and we'll get more people online. This is for you, Tracy. It says right now all your energy's been zapped. It's like it's taking it away from you. There's a lot of things going on in your mind here. The card is indicating lots of ideas coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. We wouldn't be surprised if this is going to take you until January or February before your energy comes back. Something's keeping you busy, certainly. Best of luck to you. Carrie Lanfear, this is for you, Carrie. Thank you so much for all your shares, everybody, of my posts throughout the week. I really appreciate it, Carrie. I know you share a lot of my posts, so thank you. Thank you so much. Well, this card says that you're a bit of an agony aunt, Carrie. I wouldn't be surprised if people right now are coming to you with all their problems and issues and all their worries. Well, this card, and I'm afraid this is unlikely to change as you go through life. If it hasn't already happened, I'm sure it has. People do want to talk to you about their problems and their issues. Well, the cards say you're a good counsellor, actually. You are a good guider. Certainly you should consider continuing with that, but there is a warning with this card. It says, whilst you concern yourself about everybody else's worries, how do you expect to deal with your own? This card says it is a warning. Just be careful not to worry about everybody else rather than considering yourself. But certainly don't stop guiding and counselling the people that ask you for that advice. I wish you the best of luck. Happy birthday, Kim Louise Evans. This is a card for you. We won't ask how old you are. You don't have to tell us. Well, Kim, the card tells me here, be careful. Don't lend money to anybody right now. This is a swindle or cheat card, okay? So it does say don't lend money to anybody unless you can afford to lose it. Don't give anybody anything on the promise that they're going to pay you at a later date. I get a feeling that somebody might want something from you coming up towards the Christmas period, and certainly if they don't pay for it in advance, I wouldn't give it to them actually. I just get a feeling about that. Certainly the other thing is, if you've got anything legal or financial going on around you, be careful. This is a swindle or cheat card. It says just be careful. Certainly if anybody's saying to you you'll get your fair share, you're in any disputes or anything like that, it's very, very important to get things in writing, legal and financial things. That's what I mean. I wish you the best of luck. Happy birthday to you. Dana, good evening to you. Gonna have a shuffle of the cards. Donna, you haven't reminded me to shuffle my cards. Callie Bond, are you online? I hear you may be. Millie says you are. So are we going to find out, Jamie, how old Kim is? 25? 18? I don't know. Okay, Dana, this is for you. Dana, it says that there is a lady here giving you advice, or likely to be giving you advice about financial matters. This is indirect help. This is not somebody that's giving you cash. This is somebody talking to you about money matters. It can be a female boss that pays your wages, or it can be a professional that gives you advice about money, but they're not giving you cash, as I say. It can be somebody giving you advice, like a sister or a mother or a mother-in-law. Somebody saying, do you know what, if you did it this way, you could save money. It's all about money, but not giving you cash. Nevertheless, this lady is genuine. Certainly, if you have to get any advice from a professional, a solicitor, an accountant, a bank manager, anybody like that, anybody that's going to charge you for their fee for their services, and it's a lady, it's insignificant actually compared to the advice that they will give you. So I would say don't worry about any small fee for the advice that you're likely to receive. I wish you the best of luck. Sean Jody Cooper, if you're online, please let me know. 42? I'm not going to look at the picture and say you don't look it. I'm not going to, but you don't. Sean Jody Cooper. Well, if family are important to you, Sean, this is Sean. Family are important to you. The card tells me that you do have a tower of love and light around you. That means that the people that are there for you, family, friends, and people that are close to you, are telling me to tell you that they are there for you. They are there to support you, and they're always behind you. I wish you the best of luck. Letitia Bottle, if you're online, please let me know. You're welcome, Dana. Nick Cadman, if you stay online till the end, I will be reading for people at the end once I've done everybody that's on my list. So if you've just come on right now, stay on until the end, and then we'll see if we can pull some cards for the people that haven't shared throughout the day. So that's what we plan to do. So Letitia, this is a card for you. Letitia, this is a child here telling me to tell you, it is the Page of Cups. Well, the Page of Cups is a child, actually, unlike the Page of Wands. But this is a child in your life, maybe older now. It doesn't have to be a young child, sort of 10, that sort of, young. It could be somebody that's now an adult that you associate with being a child. Whoever this is, they're telling me to tell you that they love you compassionately, sorry. And they want me to tell you that they love you. I wish you the best of luck. Jamie Evans, if you're online, please let me know. Jamie, there's a man here, King of Cups. King of Cups is always a deep character. Somebody, when it's a king, they're over the age of 40, and it can be somebody that has passed, actually, as well. This man is somebody that has been not able to show his emotions in the past. This man is likely to be somebody that hasn't shown his love in the way that you'd expect to necessarily receive it. This man says to me, do you know what? I may not have shown my love for you in the past, but I do love you and I have loved you, but I found it difficult to show my emotions. Often you think, whilst this person's been in your life, that you may have upset them in the past, and you think, oh, maybe they're not that happy with me. This card actually indicates that you haven't upset them in the past. They've just found it difficult to show their emotions for you. I wish you best of luck, Jamie. Debbie Williamson Humphreys, if you're online, please let me know. This is a card for you. Debbie, it says there's something bubbling along right now. It's been bubbling along for a while, actually, and this is coming to an ending or a conclusion. Whatever it is, Debbie, it tells me to say that actually when this ending or conclusion comes, there will be a great sigh of relief on your part. You'll be saying to yourself, well, thank goodness that's over. Now I can get on with my life. I wish you the best of luck. It's Debbie Williamson. Christine Partridge. Christine, thanks for coming online this evening. I spoke to your daughter on the telephone for a telephone reading this week. Anybody that's come online and you think, well, I can't quite get to come and see me at any of my venues. If you can't come to see me, that's fine, because I do telephone readings. And Christine's daughter rang me in the week and we booked in for a telephone reading. All you need to do is go on my website, Tarot Tom. It's on the bottom of the page here, tarottom.com, and you can book a telephone reading, or if you are able to come and see me, you can check all my regular venues. You can see all the times and the dates of where I am. So Christine, this is for you. Well, there's a bit of imbalance at the moment, Christine. It's like you can't make your mind up about what pathway to go down. I can tell you it's not going to matter, actually. This card indicates that it won't matter which pathway you take, but it says if you cannot make your mind up right now, sleep on it. Leave it 2 or 3 nights, 2 or 3 weeks. If it takes a month, you will wake up and know what the decision is and what pathway you wish to take. But let it evolve. Let things work themselves out before you make that decision. When you wake in the morning, you will know the answer. You will say to all your friends and family, I've made my mind up. I'm going to do this. And they're all going to say, well, how did you make your mind up? And you're going to say, I don't really know. It just feels like the right thing. Well, actually, like somebody else who had a card earlier, this is also an indication of a guardian angel. It says that you have a guardian angel, and that guardian angel will help you to make those decisions. I wish you the best of luck. Hello, Caroline Davenport. I believe you need some answers. If you'd like to book in for a reading with me next week, I am in Westbourne. I'm in Westbourne on Tuesday near Bournemouth, and I'm in Christchurch on Wednesday next week. So anybody that'd like to come and see me, that's where I'm going to be. If you can't make those venues, on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, on every Monday and every Thursday, including this Thursday coming, I'm available in Wimborne. Again, you can book on my website. Judy Richards, if you're online, please let me know. Good evening, Donna Garrett. How are you? You're welcome, Caroline. Absolutely. Judy Richards. Well, this is the card, the Empress. The Empress is about fertility. I think everybody goes, oh, no, the fertility card. Well, it's not just about fertility. Now, if you're a younger lady, 20s to 30s, and you're likely to have children, yeah, of course, I read for people that are elderly, and they're not going to be conceiving children. It is the fertility card predominantly, but you have to be the right age, of course. If you're the right age, you can have children. This card indicates that fertility is likely in the next 12 months. Take care. If you don't want to have children, or you've had too many children, this is a card that says take care, be careful. It also, interestingly, if I pull this card for a man when I'm reading, it also means that that man may conceive a child. Well, not obviously conceive a child, but he will be with somebody that has a child. You have to be careful when this card comes up if you're the right age. But not only is it about fertility, this card is also about strength of character, a dominant character. It's an indication that actually you are able to make decisions and stick to the decisions you make. It says you take responsibilities for those actions. When the Emperor's not in the reading, because we're only doing single cards, and he's not, it says the Empress is in charge. I wish you the best of luck. Loney Precious, if you're online, please let me know. Too many children. Loney, that's funny that you're right next. You commented, and it's your card next. I wish you the best of luck. So here we go, Loney. Well, there's a clever man here, Loney. He looks to me as though he's a younger man, 20, I would say, to 40 years of age. Now, often it can be somebody over 40, but they're of a younger mind. This man is quite energetic. You'll see, he is the Knight of Swords. They run into battle, so they're quite energetic, certainly, but they tend to be fussy. Nitpicking, attention to detail, everything has to be so. Often they're a bit OCD. This card also indicates in a reading that sometimes when you're waiting to hear about something and you're waiting and you've been waiting a while, it's an indication that communication can start to speed up. So if you're outstanding any information, you're waiting for a phone call, an email, a letter, you want to hear about something, this card indicates that communication is likely to speed up, Lonnie. I wish you the best of luck. Amy Holland, if you're online, please let me know. 9, Judy? Are you joking? Really? 9 children? Blimey. Okay, so Amy Holland, if you're online, let me know. Amy, the cards say you need to be careful with your possessions right now. This is the pickpocket card. This is an indication that whilst you are out and about, there is the likelihood that somebody will try and take advantage of you, try and steal something from you, but it's not a burglary from the home, and it can be avoided by taking care of your possessions. I mean, when you're in shopping malls, most importantly, Christmas is a busy time for that, so it's likely. Also, when you're in restaurants, wine bars, pubs, that sort of thing, be careful with your phone, be careful with your possessions. Make sure you lock your car when you park in car parks. Like I say, it can be avoided, but there is somebody around you likely to try and take advantage, so be careful. I wish you the best of luck. Amy Clark, are you online? Please let me know. Amy Clark, the card says, pick up the sword of life. Well, the Ace of Swords is an indication that there are things that you've done in life, but there is also things to do. Amy, this is important. So it says right now it's about you, not everybody else. And I suspect that you've done some stuff, but there are things that you haven't got round to doing. But this is a card that, as a reminder to say it's time right now. The card, pick up the sword of life, says do the things that you haven't got quite round to doing. Tick off some of those boxes. I wish you the best of luck. Claire John, if you're online, please let me know, Claire. Charlene Butland, I'm not sure if you have missed it. I don't think you have, but I've read so many this evening I can't quite remember. But if you have a look at the list, you should be able to see whereabouts you are. And I'm currently at Claire John, so this is for Claire John. Thanks, Dawn, for seeing who I've read for. It's difficult for me to remember. So, Claire, hi, how are you? New beginnings and opportunities around you, Claire. And I spoke of new beginnings and opportunities for somebody earlier, and it was the right time for them to do it. This card has a warning with it. Although it says new beginnings and opportunities for you right now, Claire, it says be careful, attention to detail, dot the I's, cross the T's, only do things that you want to do in your heart, and don't be forced into doing things because other people expect you to do things. Otherwise, the Fool card, which is the card we're talking about, says you look back 6 weeks, 6 months down the line and say, I wish I hadn't done that. I've made a fool of myself. It's a little bit like walking across a sheet of ice on a pond. If you walk across the middle, you're likely to fall through, but it doesn't say don't do it. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't say don't do it, but it does say pay attention to detail and be careful. If you walk around the edge of the pond, you're likely to be okay. If you walk across the middle, you're likely to fall through. So, like I say, it doesn't say don't do it, just pay attention to detail when you make changes in your life right now. I wish you the best of luck. Anne-Marie Clark. Anne-Marie Clark, if you're online, please let me know. Well, Anne-Marie, this is a card that says there is two people in your life that are considered to be lifelong friends. Whoever you consider those to be, the card is telling me to say that they are there for you. If you haven't spoken to them for a while, or they live out of town, or they live overseas, or they live a little bit further afield, now is a good time to call them. They're telling me to tell you that they'll always be there for you, and if they ever move the other side of the world, you could pick up the conversation like it never, ever finished. Carry on where you left off. Certainly it's time to contact them right now. Katie Wilson, if you're online, please let me know, Katie. Thanks for letting me know you're on, Anne-Marie. You're welcome. Katie Wilson, there's an imbalance of money at the moment. I don't know if you're doing a bit over shopping. This is the card. It's the Two of Pentacles, or the Two of Coins, as some people call it. This is an imbalance of money, Katie. This is like you're spending too much and you've got more going out than you've got going in. You have to be careful about your finances when this card comes up. So you just have to kind of get things back on track. Now, maybe you're spending a little bit more than you've got coming in right now, but this is not a long-term card. So this is normally has a time scale of 2 or 3 months. So as you get into the new year, you get things back on track. But I wouldn't be surprised if your credit card's either a little bit heavy right now, or certainly it will be in the next month or so. That's what the card indicates. Wish you the best of luck. Sean Partridge, if you're on, let me know. It'd be great. Good evening, Darlene. Hello, Tina Smith. How are you? Good evening. Sean, this card says that there is somebody around you right now that's not been treating you as well as they should. This indicates that actually the likelihood is that they will treat you better going forward than they have done in the past. But the card says this is about even relationships. It says if you give them a hard time, they're likely to give you a damn hard time back. But if you're kind and fair to them, the card indicates that they will be kind and fair to you. Nevertheless, this person's likely to treat you better in the future than they have done in the past. And that's good news. I wish you the best of luck. If you just come online right now, anybody, and you're wondering how all this works and you're new to this, well, what happens is I make a post at 7:15 in the morning on a Tuesday. We call it Tarot Tuesday. And anybody that shares that video that I posted at 7:15 this morning, comments in the comment section below that they've shared it after they've shared it to public. Obviously, that's really good for me. I appreciate all your shares. Thank you so much. And anybody that types in shared after sharing it in the comment section is where I'm getting my people from to read cards for. That's who I'm reading for, is all the people that have shared throughout the day. Now, don't worry if you haven't shared. At the end, when I have read for everybody that's in that list, as long as we get there in the time, I will pull some cards for some of the people that have just come online. I know some people just come on and don't know anything about this, so I will pull some cards for some of those people at the end. So stay online right until the end. You have to wait, I'm afraid, until we get there. So Kylie Williams, if you're on, please let me know. Hi Claire Fitton, how are you? This is for Kylie Williams. Kylie, there is a lady here that would be considered to be the listening lady. It is the Queen of Wands. This is somebody that you associate with, somebody that you share all your problems and worries with. This lady tells me to tell you that she does not judge you, she does not push you, and she is not going to tell you what to do. But she does say that this is a reciprocal arrangement. So whilst she is happy and always will be happy to listen to everything that you've got to say, she'd like to tell you everything that's going on in her life as well. This is the sort of person that you'd sit down with and likely have a cup of tea, and they talk about everything that's going on in their life. And often things that have happened for you will have happened for her, and she's likely to say, do you know what? That happened for me many years ago. I know exactly where you're coming from. I wish you the best of luck. Dawn Williams. Dawn Williams, if you're online. Claire, you're going to be up very soon. That's Claire Fitton, and you're the next person. Dawn Williams, there is a man here. He looks as though he's older than 40. Wheelie dealy kind of characters come to mind. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a bit of a charmer, likely to come up always smelling of roses. Often they're self-employed and they're self-made. Always busy, these characters, rushing all over the place. And the likelihood is they're not brilliant timekeepers. This man's likely not to turn up on time, even though he says he's going to be there. I always say he's going to be there at 6 and he doesn't turn up till 7. When you say, where the hell have you been? They say, I just got waylaid. Ended up in a conversation. I was chatting about this, chatting about that. They can't help it. They don't do it on purpose. They're just not the best timekeepers in the world. Nevertheless, they are charming and everybody likes this character. Certainly at a party, they are all attracted to talk to him because he has a lot to talk about. Wish you the best of luck. Claire Fitton. Thank you for telling me you're online. And this card is for you, Claire. Claire, there's an opportunity for you for a short journey here. The cards are indicating short journeys. I don't mean long distance, but certainly distances wise, I would say no more than an hour in a plane. Certainly likely to go across water to get there. European destinations are likely. Long weekend away, maybe. Maximum of a week. European destinations are the most likely, I would say. Certainly it's not going to be for a long period of time. This is could be a city break, and it doesn't have to be with family, but I must say this card indicates that you may be saying to yourself, 1, maybe you can't afford it. 2, you're making excuses why you can't go. But if an opportunity comes up to go away with some friends or whatever, this card says, do you know what? It's a welcome break. This is a blow away the cobwebs, and I would suggest, and the card certainly suggests, it would be worth going. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you, Claire. Jack Ward, I know you were on earlier, Jack, and you've been very patient, so appreciated. I hope you're still online because this card is for you. Jack Ward. Well, Jack, there's a reoccurrence here of something that's upset you in the past. Now, it's not exactly the same. This card indicates, and it is the Two of Swords, so it indicates that there's something around you that's upsetting you that feels very similar to something that upset you in the past, and you may be going down the route of thinking that it's all going to go wrong. It's not going to work out for you. But this card says, do you know what? This is not exactly the same. It's not the same person, situation or circumstance, and you need to stop it in its tracks. If you don't stop it in its tracks, often you can make it go wrong, but it just goes that way. So you just have to stop it and say this is not exactly the same thing, and then it won't go wrong. Wish you the best of luck. Thanks, Jack, for letting me know you're there, and thank you, Claire. You're welcome. Gabby Fraser, if you're online, Gabby, let me know. Gabby, the Devil card comes up here for you. Now, this is your personal devil, not the actual devil. Now, this is a card that indicates that you feel tied to a person, a situation or a circumstance, and there is the indication that you want to break away from it or the situation. But maybe it'll upset you too much or upset the others too much, and there is that feeling that maybe you can't do it. Well, the card has options. The Devil card has 2 options. It has the option that you leave it. Leave it to the universe. You leave it to the universe and the universe makes the decision for you. The downside is the universe makes that decision. So you may or may not break away from the situation or circumstance or person, but also the devil, when you leave it to the universe, will decide when. So it could be this week, next year, or in 10 years. That's the downside, leaving it to the universe. But the card also says, if you are brave enough and you can make that break, it says 1, you'll have control of timing because you'll make that decision to do it. And 2, it says you will have some degree of control of the outcome. I wish you the best of luck, Gabby. Millie Gray, are you online, Millie? Let me know you're there. And Barty, thanks for all the loves, all the likes, all the shares, everybody. If you just come online, thank you for pressing that button. I'm sorry about that, Gabby. I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we can look at that in a bit more detail. If you can come and see me, I'll be happy to. We're happy to do a reading for you, and we can look at everything as it is. So, yeah, I'm sorry you're in that situation, but I wish you the best of luck. Okay, Millie, this is for you. Oh, Callie, how are you? Callie Bond. Callie, you. I hope. Well, I know you enjoyed your reading the other day, so that's great. So, Millie, this is interesting here because it says there is some opportunity of work. Now, I know that you're not working full time, but you do have that. What is it? That job that you do, a festival kind of job. Well, this is opportunities in work or business, and it doesn't have to be full time. It can be part time. There is some opportunity for you to earn some money here, but it has to balance. I always say this. You know, this is the 2 of wands, and the 1, the 2, and the 3 of wands are all about work or business or opportunities to make money through those types of things. This card says it has to tick all the boxes for you, like the other cards. It has to be in the right location, it has to be the right money, and it has to be in balance with your children and the activities they do, of course. We know how busy they are. So it's important, if it works for you, then go for it. Because actually it says that it could work out to be something better for you in the future. I wish you the best of luck, Millie. And see you very soon. Gillian Susan Jolliffe, if you're online, please let me know, Gillian. Hi Donna, how are you? I haven't seen you. Hi, yeah, hi Millie, hi Callie. Yeah, hi Donna. I'm going to shuffle the cards in a minute. I promise. Gillian Suzanne Jolliffe. It says inner strength. You know, the strength card is not about physical strength, but Gillian, this card says you will need to draw upon your inner strength right now, or certainly you have inner strength. You're not one of these people that will bury their head in the sand. It is a suggestion that this is not physical strength. It's more about what's going on up here or in here. It says you have the ability to get the job done, to do things, to sort things out, certainly. Whilst this card comes up, like I say, it's not physical strength. It's not like going to the gym. If I was to say to you can't do it, this card indicates that you'll find a way. I wish you the best of luck. Barbara Tyndall, how are you? Hope your deliveries are going well. If I'm right and I remember, Barbara, I do remember that you deliver in a little white van. So I wish you the best of luck. So this is for you. Barbara, it says that there is an interfering lady, somebody that's trying to either manipulate or trying to get you to do things that maybe not necessarily that you want to do. This is an interfering lady. I always associate it with mothers, mother-in-laws and sisters, but it doesn't always have to be that. It can be a nosy neighbour. It can be somebody at work, in the workplace, that's annoying or interfering as such. But whoever it is, whether it's at work, whether it's home, whether it's family, this is an interfering lady that's unlikely to go away. There is the need to confront this person and say to them, back off. Do you know what I mean? Leave me alone. I've made my mind up. You will have to confront them because the hint will not do it, I'm afraid. It's a case of having to tell them face to face. I wish you the best of luck. Donna, how you doing? You haven't missed your card. You have come on absolutely spot on to have your card right now. And I have shuffled. So, well, Donna, there's some legal paperwork for you to sign. It's not of great concern. And actually, whatever legal paperwork you've got to sign right now, or you have signed in the last week or two, you will be happy to put your signature to it. So I wish you the best of luck. Something legal, but nothing to worry about. Rosie Farr, if you're online, please let me know. You're not too late. Rosie, you're just on time as well. Spot on. Just the same as Donna. So you've come on just as your card is about to be read. Rosie Farr. It says there is new money from a different stream. This is a different stream of income, not where you get your money from right now. So there's something coming up that's giving you a bit more money. Maybe it's a part-time job alongside a job that you do right now. But up until Christmas and actually maybe into the new year, there is a new stream of income. Nobody ever turn that down. I wish you the best of luck. Laura Jane, if you're online, please let me know. Spot on. What you're signing then, Donna? Maybe you can't mention it online with everybody online, but it does look as though it's something that you'll be happy to put your signature to, so I wish you the best of luck with that. Laura Jane, if you're there, please let me know. Well, Laura, the cards indicate that, you know, financially you're always going to be okay. This card indicates that you will always have enough money to put a roof over your head, enough money to feed your family if you've got one, somewhere to put your feet up. It doesn't say you're going to marry a millionaire or win the lottery, but it always says you'll have enough. So that standard of living that you've become accustomed to, Laura, the card indicates that will continue for the rest of your life. I think that's more important than having too much or too little. When you have enough to get by, I think it's really important. I wish you the best of luck, Laura. Marie Carla, thank you for mentioning to all your friends. Yeah, it was perfect timing, Rosie, wasn't it? Pauline Richards, I can't quite remember, to be honest with you. If anybody else can remember if Pauline is, I've read Pauline or I've pulled a card, please let her know. Can't quite remember, sorry. Maria Carla, let's have a look at the cards for you. Well, Maria, I don't know what you do for work or for a living or where you get your money from, but there is an increase in money. It's normally related to work, actually. It's normally a pay increase, or it's a promotion within a current job, or a sideways move into a job. Thank you for letting me know you're there, Maria. Welcome. This card indicates there's a little bit more money coming in, so pay increase or salary going up or increase because of promotion or something like that, or you're starting to get a bit more money coming in, certainly over the next few months. This is a lift up the social scale, enabling you to afford a few more things than you had previously. I wish you the best of luck. Lewis Ames, if you're online, please let me know. Well, Lewis, this card says it's a number 10 card. It's not considered to be one of the major cards, so it's not all of your life. But Lewis, this is a card that indicates that actually you feel quite burdened with life at the moment. There's a lot going on. It's a bit of a struggle, but like I say, it's not all of your life. And if you look at the picture, it is the 10 of Wands. So you are at the moment struggling to pick those wands up, but they're not fixed to the ground, which means that it's not as difficult as it might appear or seem. I would suggest that certainly as we go past Christmas, 2 or 3 months down the line, you will shrug your shoulders, pick up the 10 wands and get on with it. I'm sure you will. I wish you the best. Now, there's a few people here. Jake Holland. Yeah, Jake, how you doing? Thanks for sharing. You didn't miss it, Jake. So if you're online right now, please let me know. Well, Jake, it's all about getting the mix right for you right now in life. Okay, this card indicates, Jake, this card indicates that the potential for your cup of happiness to absolutely overflow is there, but it's about getting the mix right. And I always jokingly say, everybody seems to, thanks for letting me know you're there, Jake. I always joke with people that it's like baking cakes. You've kind of got all the ingredients there to bake cakes. And if you get the ingredients right, then the cake comes out of the oven absolutely spot on. Well, I actually quite like cakes, as most of my customers do, I think. So, but it's not about that, of course. It's not about eating cakes. It's more about all the people that are around you right now. If all the people that are around you that you love aren't quite getting on, there is certainly a need for you to get them to compromise. Get them to get on with one another so that your cup of happiness can overflow. There is also the need for you right now to be in all the right places at all the right times. If people need you for support, you need to be there at all the right times. It is the Ace of Cups, the cup of happiness. I wish you the best of luck. Thanks, Jake. So let's just have a look through. So we are getting close to the end of everybody that has shared throughout the day. There is a few more people to go, but after that we're going to do a few readings for anybody that's come on live this evening. Judy Richards, this is a card for you. Well, Judy, it says, if you are in a relationship like a marriage or what I consider to be a meaningful relationship, it says it will be for as long as you wish it to be so. Now, often people say to me, actually, no, I'm not. Well, okay, it has a meaning. If you're not in a relationship, this card indicates that actually there will be somebody around that wants to be in a relationship with you. They will be saying things like they fancy you and they're interested, that sort of thing. The card puts you in control. It actually says that if you're not interested, you can say, well, thanks for the compliments. I hope you are in a relationship that's solid and strong, because if you are, the card indicates it will be for as long as you wish it to be so. Only you know that. I wish you the best of luck. Shane Lewis, if you're online, please let me know. Shane, there is some upset here. The card is the Three of Swords. A lot of people look at that card and think, wow, that looks pretty scary, but it is only a number 3 card, okay? It's not considered to be one of the major cards in tarot. So although it means that there is something that's upset you, it's like it's kind of hanging on there. and it certainly is something that's pulling on heartstrings. But this is a card that indicates that this is something that you will learn to live with, you will accept, and you will move on from. I wish you the best of luck. Okay, Maria Lewis, if you're online, please let me know. Maria, the indication is that there's money coming in over the next 12 months. I wouldn't be worried about that. It looks as though there is a steady stream of income for you in the next 12 months. But the card says there is the need for prudence with money. There is certainly the need for you to keep money back for a rainy day, for something that's coming up that you may not be ready for or aware of. I always say it's like something breaks down. The car breaks down, the house falls down. There is something that's round the corner. Big credit card bill comes in and you're not quite ready for it. This card indicates that prudence with money is necessary over the next 12 months. Something that is coming up. I wish you the best of luck. Vicky Bendel. Hi, Maria. Hi, Anna Marie. So, Vicky, this is for you, Vicky Bendel. Well, Vicky, the cards are indicating that you have or will be shortly making your mind up about something, and there is the feeling within that you want to push things along and move things along a little bit quicker. This card comes with a little bit of a warning. It says, don't be impatient and don't push things too early. This is the Hanged Man, so it's an indication that not only have you made your mind up about something, there's other people that need to make their minds up. You need to leave it 6 or more weeks. Well, we're just into December next week or early this week. So the indication is you really need to wait until mid or late January before you push things on. If you push things on too early, you're not going to get what you wish for, I'm afraid. But if you can wait, I'd say you can push after that period of time and you won't do any harm. Maria Lewis, you're very welcome. Okay. Sean Billy Bumble Holland, are you online? Please let me know. Sean, if you're online, let me know. And Sean, thanks very much for sharing to all your friends, because I am coming for a tarot party with yourself. Can't remember when it is, in the next few weeks, I think. So I'm looking forward to coming to see you, and I will be reading full readings for all of your friends. So anybody wants a tarot party, please private message me either this evening, tomorrow, whenever you like, and we can talk about dates, even in the new year. And in fact, whilst I'm talking about the new year, because it's not that far away right now, and I have been selling quite a lot of these, okay, and I have to have a little bit of a plug every so often, because, you know, why not? So if you have any friends that are interested in a tarot card reading in the new year to predict the whole of the new year 2017, you can buy a gift voucher, and there is a long expiry. They can be used any time in 2017. So if you want to buy a gift voucher, go onto my website, tarottom.com, and at the bottom of the page there's a big purple icon which says gift vouchers. Click on that. Purchase a gift voucher, and I can put it in the post, or you can come and pick it up from any of my regular venues. I always have them in my bag, but I am selling quite a lot at the moment, and a lot of people are asking me for them. So get in early if you want a gift voucher for any of your friends for Christmas. So where were we? Yeah, absolutely. Sean, sorry. Yeah, Sean, I pulled the card for you already, actually. The card is a man, okay? This is a 20 to 40-year-old man. Now, this is a loving man, okay? This is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a man that holds up his cup of love for you. So it is a man that says he loves you in his own way. I must say, these men, as they become older, tend not to show their love. Certainly, if this man is older than 40, often they wouldn't put across their love in the way that you'd necessarily expect to receive it. Nevertheless, they are optimistic, enterprising, minimal risk takers. I can tell you that as we go into the new year, there is going to be invitations to celebrations and parties for you, and I can see some pleasant journeys. There are some pleasant journeys coming up towards the spring of 2017. I look forward to seeing you at your party. Thanks very much for coming online this evening. Annie Towers, if you're online, please let me know. Hi Kim, can you read for my daughter Jodie Ames? Can she come on, Kim, and comment? Because I like to look at, I just like to hover my mouse above a person's name to see their profile before I pull a card. So if she has a Facebook account and you can bring her online and she can comment, yeah, absolutely. I'll have a look at the cards for her, Kim. No problem. Annie Towers, the card says that there is some emotional recovery from upset here, something that's upset you. Yeah, something that's upset you, but likely that you're recovering from it right now. The other thing with this card is it says that if there's only been any minor ailments, any worry about health recently, and it's minor stuff, this card indicates that there is recovery from that as well. For Amy Towers, thank you. Pauline Richards, if you're online, please let me know. Pauline, this is for you. Well, Pauline, it says there is some kind of illusion or deception. The Moon card is illusion or deception around you, Pauline Richards. The card indicates that you may feel, and absolutely, when you get that feeling that something's not quite right, you will be spot on. This card indicates illusion or deception. Not a complete outright lie. It's just like somebody's not telling you the full story about something. This card indicates that often you may not believe it at the time because it can be people that are close to you, but the card indicates that you mustn't allow it to mushroom out of control. You must nip it in the bud before it gets out of control, because often if you don't, the person concerned is likely to do it again and again and again. Now, when you catch them, or not necessarily catch them, but when you feel that there's this thing that's not quite right, you could say to them, well, you know, you said this, well, I think this, or somebody mentioned this and you said that. And then they will open up. They will tell you the full story. I'm afraid it can often cause in a bit of a disruption. Often it can be a little argument, but it is necessary to find out exactly what's going on. And once you open it up, they will tell you the full story. Wish you the best of luck. Lisa Marie Hughes, this is for you. Lisa, it says that you've got something on your mind here. Lisa, and it's related to the card would indicate it's related to either a child or there's somebody acting childishly around you. Now, this can be somebody that acts like a child, so it can be somebody that's elderly or disabled, but there's a decision that you've made your mind up, and embarrassingly, I always say this, often it can be a man that's acting childishly about a decision that you've made, but you haven't quite told them exactly what's going on here. This card suggests, Lisa, that you do need to say what you've made your mind up about, and the likelihood is this other person is likely to go, okay, you've made your mind up, and they will go along with it even if they're not in agreement with it. I wish you the best of luck, Lisa. Kaylee Mitchell, if you're online, please let me know. Kaylee, there's somebody, either you, Kaylee, or someone around you that is likely to move, okay? I know it doesn't look like a move in the picture, but actually it's an indication, and I get the feeling that there's somebody moving around you, but it's not permanent. It could be you, and when this card comes up, I always say moves of house are 3 months either side of today's date or whenever the reading is. So you've either moved in the last 3 months, or you're likely to move in the next 3 months, or there's somebody around you that's talking about moving, but this is not permanent. This is likely to be a move where somebody moves for a reason, and they're likely to move again. Wish you the best of luck. Okay, Niata Bean, if you're online, please let me know. Niata, the card says that there is a man here to give you some good advice. Certainly the King of Swords is often a specialist or somebody with a good mind. It can be doctors, it can be a solicitor, an accountant, a bank manager, somebody with a good mind. They're well educated normally. Of course, it can be somebody in your life that's well educated that you're in a relationship with. I can tell you that this man is quite chauvinistic, domineering, and often they have a tendency to talk down to the people around them. They don't mean to do it, they're just the way that they are. They're clever, they know about one thing in particular in life, and they do definitely give good advice. So if you're getting advice from anybody with a good mind, well-educated gentleman over the age of 40, take notice of what they have to say. The advice is good. Wish you the best of luck. Serena Dodd. Serena, I hope you're online still. You've had to wait a long time, Serena. Serena, it says it's a bit of a battle at the moment. Jodie. Just keep messaging me, Jodie, because I'll try not to forget, and I'm going to do a card for you in a minute. But Serena Dodd, let's do you first. This card says that actually it's a bit of a battle. It's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That's how it's going to be for the next 12 months, I'm afraid. But This is a victory card. So although it might seem like it's a bit of a battle right now, and you know, this is the soldier that goes into war. So he has got his laurel wreath up. It means he goes into battle and he wins the war. But if you don't go to war, you can't win the war. So it's victory at the end of it, but you just have to keep going for the next 12 months. I wish you the best of luck, Serena. Take care. So, okay, Jodie. Jodie Ames. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at the cards for you, Jodie. Okay. Right, we're going to have a little shuffle of the cards. Now, everybody, anybody that's online right now, I have worked through the whole list of everybody that's shared throughout the day. Now, I'm going to be looking at cards for anybody else that's online right now and has never had a reading or is interested in getting a reading. Of course, if you've had a reading before, that's fine. I'm happy to read for those people as well. So it's going to be random people that come online. But first of all, this is going to be for Jodie. Okay, Jodie, just going to have a shuffle of the cards for you. Well, next week, anybody wants to come and see me next week? I know I'm waffling on, but I am going to be in Westbourne on Tuesday. I think that's the 6th of December. We're nearly getting closer to Christmas. So I'm going to be in Westbourne on Tuesday and I'm going to be in Christchurch on Wednesday. If you can't make either of those dates, Monday or Thursday, as usual, I will be available King's Head Hotel in Wimborne. But you need to pre-book. So please go onto my website, tarottom.com, and pre-book a slot. And then at least I know you're coming. With respect to the King's Head, I don't always sit there all day. Well, I don't sit there all day, so you do need to pre-book that. Otherwise, I won't be there when you make a booking, and I might not be able to get there in time. So it's important to book in advance. So, Jodie, this is for you. Okay, let's have a look. Jodie, there's an interfering lady. This is somebody else got this card earlier on. Somebody trying to tell you what to do. Now, I hope it's not your mum. But often it is, and it can be mothers, mother-in-laws, sisters, but there is a lady trying to tell you what she thinks you should do right now. If you don't want that advice, I hope it's not your mum. It's her birthday. You have to tell them, I'm afraid, because they won't take the hint. You have to be a bit confrontational, would I say, or face-to-face. If you tell them that way, then they're likely to go away. Of course, it might not be your mum, it just might be just a friend of yours that's trying to interfere. It is definitely an interfering lady trying to get you to do what they think you should do. Often they're misguided, but they actually think that it's the best advice they can possibly give you, but it might not necessarily be the right advice. Clearly, if it is the advice you want, then take it. But if not, you'll have to be a bit face-to-face and say thanks, but no thanks. I wish you the best of luck. Okay, take care. Anybody online this evening? Jackie Saul. Jackie, I'm going to look at the cards for you. I hope you've stayed on long enough. Nyata, I think I've already read for you. I have actually already read for you, Nyata, only about 5 minutes ago. So this is for Jackie Saul. Let's have a look at the cards for you. Jackie, there's a lady here that's going to be talking to you about financial matters. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a financial advisor or somebody that's giving you an indication of what you should be doing with your money or how best to spend your money. If it's a professional, I always say, and this card has come up for somebody earlier, it's important to take notice of what they have to say. If they charge a small fee for the services that they provide, don't worry about it. It's insignificant. But this lady is a genuine person that's trying to help you. She isn't giving you cash. I don't think so anyway. The card doesn't normally suggest that they've got cash to give. They're normally just good advisors, giving you advice about ways to save money, what to do with money, how to invest money, how to spend money maybe, but in a better way. I wish you the best of luck. Okay, anybody online right now? If you're still online, I'd really appreciate it if you could share this live to public, this video, this event that's going out right now, Tarot Tuesday. If you could share, or if you really love what we do on a Tuesday night, Tarot Tuesday, click the love heart button or the likes so they go across the screen. It's always nice to see. And I'm going to have a look at who is on right now. Darlene Pedersen. This is for you. Thank you for pressing all those buttons. Really, really appreciated. Darlene, this is for you. For anybody that's just come online now, I guess most people have gone now that have shared throughout the day. But if you're online right now and you've never been on and seen me on a Tarot Tuesday, 7:30 every Tuesday evening, I come online for Facebook live stream, reading tarot, giving messages of the day to anybody that's online. What I do is I put my mouse above your profile, I look at your profile picture, and I pull a card, and that's how it works. But if you want to be in the list of people that I read for, and there's quite a lot of people, so you need to get in early, you need to come on or set your alarm clock for 7:15 on a Tuesday morning, and I will post something that says, "Good morning, tarot lovers, it's Tarot Tuesday." All you need to do is share that post or video or whatever it is, share it to public, and then comment in the section below that you've shared it, and that's the list of the people that I work through on a Tuesday evening to give messages from tarot. So that's what you need to do. So where were we? Darlene, this is a card for you. Darlene, inheritance is likely for you. And not only is inheritance likely for you, the opportunity and the potential for you to win things right now is there. Luck is on your side. Raffles. I don't condone gambling. Don't go to the casino and spend all your life savings. But if you've got the opportunity of a scratch card, a raffle ticket, a lottery ticket, anything like that, the chances of you winning cash is likely. And also somebody, if they haven't recently, somebody's going to put you in a will to inherit in the future. Okay, you will inherit in the future. It isn't a prediction of death. I don't want you to be concerned about that. It's likely that they want you to remember them by how you remember them right now. I wish you the best of luck. Jason Domini, I see you're on there. Let's have a look at you, Jason. Long distance travel, Jason, for you. The cards are indicating that over the next 12 months, the likelihood of you traveling halfway around the world is likely. I'm talking 7 or more hours in a plane. Now, you may say, actually, no, I can't afford it. I'm not going. But the opportunities will be there in the next 12 months. And if not the opportunities are there, you will be thinking about traveling. And I'm talking, like I say, halfway around the world. Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, 7 or more hours in a plane, potentially a cruise, that type of thing. But the cards say also, this card also indicates that you are considered to be a citizen of the world. So if you've never lived or worked in a different country, maybe you have already. If you haven't, the cards indicate that you could do so. You are considered to be one of those people that is a citizen of the world. So you could establish a new group of friends, new group of colleagues in a different place in the world. I wish you the best of luck. Okay, so that was Jason Domini. Anybody else that's online right now, just comment if you've never had a reading with me and you've never had a card. I'm going to pull the last few cards and then I'm going to go for a glass of wine. I think it's time. So, you're welcome, Jason. Thanks for coming online. And if you want to be on the list for next week, as I say, don't forget, share the post that I make at 7:15 on a Tuesday morning. And yeah, and absolutely I'll try and read. Susie Johnson, hello, how are you? Anne-Marie Ingode, Michelle Johnson, hi. Manka Stubbs, hi. Niata Bean, I have read for you. I've just done that in the last 10 to 15 minutes. After this, by the way, if you're wondering or you're worried that you haven't had a card and you were on my list, all you need to do is wait for this video to load up. It will load up live onto Facebook and then you can watch it and see where you are in the list and you can listen to your reading. Hi Susie Johnson. Hi Michelle Johnson. Hi Katie, how are you? Nicola Cameron, how are you? Kerry Hillard. Hi Kerry. Yeah, Kerry, let's have a look. I just got to, I'm not going to answer the phone, but my phone is ringing. It's a good friend of mine. Okay, let's have a look. So, yeah, Kerry Hillard. Let's have a look. Kerry. Okay, we're going to look at the cards for you. Just bear with me a second. Kerry, this card's for you. This card indicates that there is somebody, a lady, that is considered to be somebody that listens to you. This is somebody that you associate with, and she's telling me that she's not going to tell you what to do. She doesn't judge you, she doesn't push you, she is just there. She's considered to be somebody that will listen to everything that's going on in your life. She always will do. Some people say to me, do you know what, that sounds like my mother or my grandmother that's passed away. Now often it can be somebody in your life that has passed, gone to the spirit world as such. Now this person wouldn't be able to physically talk back to you if that's the case, but they would always be able to listen. This lady tells me this is a reciprocal arrangement, by the way. She's happy to listen to everything that you've got to say, but she would, or she does, like to listen to everything that you've got to say as well. I wish you the best of luck. Okay, anybody else? Okay, Nick Cadman. Nick Cadman, this is for you. Nick, it says there's a lot of things going on in your mind right now. It's like all your energy's taken away. This card indicates that you feel rather under-energized. Lots of things coming in and going out. Lots of ideas, lots of things going on in your mind, which is zapping your energy. It's going to take a while for that energy to come back. I'd certainly say, I always say that this card normally takes 2 to 3 months before you get back on track and you get your energy back. That's what the cards say to me. Wish you the best of luck. Oh, Kerry. Sorry to hear that. Manka Stubbs, if you're online. Manka, it's like there's a lot going on in your life at the moment, and it seems as though whatever it is, it feels very burdening. It's like you're struggling to deal with the amount of things that are going on in your life right now, but it's not all of your life. It's not like you can't deal with it. This is considered to be one of the minor cards in tarot. It is considered to be a number 10 card, so it's not all of your life. The cards indicate that actually you will get through the period that you're in right now. You will actually shrug your shoulders and just get on with it. That's how it is at the moment. Wish you the best of luck. That was for Manka Stubbs. Michelle Johnson, I'm not sure, but probably very soon, because I've been on for probably over an hour now. But that's cool at the moment. I know there's a few people on. Callie, how are you doing? I hope you enjoyed, well, I know you enjoyed your reading. Let's have a look. Callie Bonds, this is your card for today. Your message from Tarot, Callie. Well, there's a man here, Callie, and this is a man that you need to go along with. The card indicates that this man needs you to boost his ego. It needs you to agree with what he's got to say to make it easy in life. This card indicates that actually you may not be in agreement with it. I don't think you are. This card indicates that although you're going along with things, it is important to go along with things actually. Don't get into loggerheads with him. Don't get into a complete disagreement, because it will make life like hell. In fact, going along with things rather than getting into a complete disagreement will make life a little bit easier. Certainly, otherwise, do you know what? You'll look back on it in about 6 weeks, 6 months' time and say it didn't make any difference anyway. So if there's a man around you right now and you're not in agreement with him, just say yes when you mean no and go along with it for an easy life. I wish you the best of luck, Kelly. Anne-Marie Inge Goad, thank you for your question. Tom, will I ever find out if the father I think is mine really is? Now, I appreciate you asking me that question, but I don't actually think that tarot is going to be something that is going to be able to answer that question, okay? It's not something that would come to me if I pulled cards and gave you a reading. There's other things that would come out in a reading, but that wouldn't be an answer that I would probably be able to give you, I'm afraid. Now, you may want to talk to a medium. Some mediums may be able to connect and find out if that's the case. I don't know, but I wish you the best of luck. Okay. Okay, let's have a look who else is on. You're welcome, Callie. Best of luck to you. Take care. Ashley Archer. Ashley, let's have a look at the cards for you. Okay, have a little shuffle. Thanks everybody for coming online. If you're coming online and you've never seen me before, or you just come online and you have, but you haven't got a reading this evening, I'd really appreciate it if you could share this live stream video right now. Share it to public, that'd be great. And the more people that see, that's really, really good. So Ashley Archer, this is a card for you. Well, the card indicates more money with respect to work, Ashley. Now, if you're in a current job, this could be a pay increase or a promotion to give you a bit more money coming in, enabling you to have a bit more money to afford a few more things than you previously had. This is not like a one-off lump sum. This is normally related to work. So I wish you the best of luck. Take care. Nicola Cameron, absolutely. Yeah, Bournemouth, I do. Bournemouth area. Let me tell you all the areas I do actually, but this is to answer Nicola's question, do I read in Bournemouth? Absolutely. But depending on what area you live in, I read in Frome in Somerset. I read in Weymouth in Dorset. I read in Bournemouth area in Westbourne, Winton, Christchurch and Southbourne. So 4 different areas. And I also read in Southampton. So in Shirley in Southampton, and all of those venues I read once a month. If you want to check where I'm at and what dates I'm there, just go onto my website. Yep, just at the bottom here, taratom.com. Go onto my website and you'll see all the venues that I'm at. And if you're out of the area and you can't make it to see me, then you're really welcome to book a telephone reading. Go onto my website and you'll see meet me face to face, and you'll also see book a telephone reading. If you click on telephone reading, it'll take you through to a PayPal checkout page. You don't need to have a PayPal account. You can pay by credit card or debit card, and you can book a half an hour reading with me online. Make sure you put in the correct telephone number. Mobiles are absolutely fine. In fact, I prefer you to use a mobile, because then I'll text you back and confirm the appointment and the time and the date. And I'll ring you back at the convenient time whenever you decide to book. And I can do telephone readings pretty much every day of the week. So if you're not local, the way to do it. When am I next in Frome, Katie? Let me look for you. I am next in Frome. I think it's the 20th of December. It'll be my last one before, 20th of December, but I don't have very many appointments. So, yeah, Katie, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 appointments left. Okay, so some of those have already been booked up. So if you want to go onto my website, you'll see that I'm in Frome. Nicola, you're really welcome. Hi, Angela. Angela Stone. Sorry, Angel Stone, not Angela. Sorry, my eyesight's getting worse. Jamie Evans, you're very welcome. What did you buy your wife for her birthday, Jamie? Let me know. I hope it was something nice. In fact, is Kim still online right now? If you know Kim and you want to wish her happy birthday on this live stream event, you're very welcome to comment in the comment section. Happy birthday, Kim. 25 again. Ah, nice. Shopping in Bath. I was there doing readings actually last week, right in the centre. Terrible place for parking, but yeah, I love Bath. Really, really nice. There you go, Kim. Happy birthday from Nicola to you. Happy birthday from Susie to you. Kaylee Mitchell, I'm not sure. Does anybody know if I've read for Kaylee Mitchell this evening, please? Because I've sort of lost track. Caroline Davenport, I'm not sure if I've read for you. Let's have a look at the cards, Caroline. Caroline, somebody is moving house, but it's not permanent. It looks as though there's somebody, either you or somebody around you, that's likely to move, and it's for a reason. It happens because they need to move on to another place, potentially, either you or somebody around you, and this can be 3 months either side of today's date. Wish you the best of luck. Okay. Now, there was somebody that I was going to, Tracy. Tracy, are you online? Tracy Smith. Tracy Smith Clough. Is it Clough? Tracy, I'm going to read a card for you. This is for you. Work opportunities for you, Tracy. Now, I'm not sure what you do for a living right now, but this is an indication of a role in a position where you are in a supervisory or an advisory position. You may have a role that comes your way. You don't have to apply for it necessarily. Somebody just might mention that there's something for you. You might consider it. There is an element of foreign to this, so I wouldn't be surprised. And often people go and work overseas, but it might not be that. It may be the fact that you're communicating with people that are overseas, or there's people around you that are foreign. This is an advisory role where you're telling people or giving people information about where to get things from, where to find things or information from. When the cards come up for jobs or businesses, it's always important to make sure it ticks all the boxes. Right location, right money, and fits in with life balance and family. If it doesn't, then don't do it. But if you can fit it in, the card says go for it, because it will work out better in the long run. Wish you the best of luck. Tracy Smith Clough. Loads of happy birthdays for you, Kim. Okay, Jodie Ames, I think I've already read for you earlier. Tracy, you're really welcome. Thanks for coming online. Haven't seen you on before, I don't think. Michelle Johnson. Okay, Michelle Johnson, this is for you. Michelle, it says you've made your mind up about something here, but there is the need to be patient, because there's one or another person that needs to make their mind up about things. This is an indication that there is impatience. Although you made your mind up, it doesn't mean that everybody else has. I would suggest you need to wait until the new year before you push things on. Often when you have impatience, when this card comes up, you push things and you don't get what you want. But if you wait, you won't do any harm if you wait until, I'd say certainly the 3rd week of January before you push things on. Wish you the best of luck. Okay. Well, everybody, thank you absolutely ever so much for coming online. Thank you very much. If you'd like to share this live event right now, that'd be really, really great. If you've enjoyed what we've been doing this evening, then press the love heart. That'd be fabulous. If you like what I do, press the like button. And it's been an absolute pleasure to see you all this evening and to read online on the Facebook live stream. I'll be back next Tuesday at 7:30. Don't forget to set your alarm clock to share my post that comes out at 7:15 on a Tuesday morning. Share that post and comment in the comment section shared, and then I will endeavour to read for you next Tuesday 7:30 until 8:30. It's been a pleasure. Take care. And I'll see you very, very soon. I'm going to upload this video, so if you've missed your reading, I will upload as soon as I've finished, and you can watch it later on. Thanks a lot. Take care.